Yo, we are here with Chronicon Part 9. We got Donkey Kong cranking in the background. Funny story about Donkey Kong, all of them, this is number 2. I was the best in the world at this game when I was a kid, that's not even a lie. I was passing this shit in like under an hour, 102%, getting everything, playing it like upside down with it fucking backwards and shit. I was on some next shit. I was that good, I had it all memorized. Kind of a bit of a waste of my life, but you know, made me realise we're living in a simulation. And I'm really fucking good at video games. But anyway, I don't play them anymore. Let's just get on to what we should be talking about. Archaix.com. Make sure you check out Jason Bashir's other research. Buy some merch, buy the man a coffee, all that good stuff. Very knowledgeable man, doing a good thing for humanity here. Appreciate you, brother. Let's pause Donkey Kong and get straight into Chronicon. Alright. Men began to worship the stars, and the Eternal One gave them what they wanted. The Anunnaki descended, and men began to worship them as gods. A third of humanity was killed in the disasters caused by Nibiru's pass in 3439 BC, and a third of humanity will likewise perish in 2046 AD, when Nibiru initiates the trumpet judgments of Revelation in the Apocalypse, when a third of mankind dies. 3435 BC. The pre-flood patriarch Jared is born in this year, a holy man of the Sethite lineage who was specifically named in commemoration of the event of the descent of the Watchers from heaven. His name is from the root ared, to descend. He is a priest and will father the famous Enoch, who will last be seen among men ascending into heaven. 3395 BC. Jared is 40 years old and distressed over the decadent social conditions after observing how men and women had fallen prey to the Watchers. Jared is shown a vision of God's appearance to earth in the last days, and he is specifically told that his appearance among men will be in 5,500 years. This aligns perfectly with the Annus Mundi dating for this year's 500 Annus Mundi, and 5,500 years will place the return of God to earth in 2106 AD, the year 6000 Annus Mundi. As calendars go, this year synchronizes with the Jewish calendar's 276th year, or 2 phoenix orbits of 138 years each, or 3,312 months, 552 times 6. 3373 BC. This is the start date of the ancient American Olmec calendar, as discovered by Dr. H.J. Spinden of Harvard in several architectural measurements of ruins in Central America belonging to Maya and early Olmeca. 3373 BC marks the beginning of their reckoning of time. This date is astronomically aligned with 2 prior significant events. The Olmecs and Maya both reckon their calendars in multiples of cycles involving 52-year periods. This date is 936 years after the world was destroyed and frozen solid in 4309 BC, or 52 times 18 years, which began the Phoenix chronology. After Earth drifted for 270 years through space, it began to orbit the present Sun in 4039 BC, or 666 years earlier. A third astronomical link is found in that this Olmec start date was 66 years after Nibiru passed and the Watchers descended to Earth, Nibiru's orbit being 792 years, and 66 years is 792 months. 3361 BC. A strewn field of rock and ice fragments with a dust cloud having broke free from Nibiru now enter the inner solar system as the ancient Earth Killer Comet group. This massive debris will assume a solar orbit exactly half of Nibiru's 792 years, orbiting the Sun every 396 years. This year, 3361 BC, parallels the entire 3361 pyramid inch length of the Great Pyramid's Ascendant Passage, and the 534 Annus Mundi year here parallels the 534 inch length of the King's Chamber floor at the Great Step at the top of the Ascendant Passage. 3343 BC. Planet Phoenix passes through the inner system, completing its 138-year orbit on its way back to the Kuiper Belt. As this is 552 Annus Mundi, this completes the first Phoenix cycle since mankind was banished in 3895 BC. Further, many connections between the planet Phoenix and the geometry of the Great Pyramid are seen throughout this research. In this year, which is 5,448 years before Armageddon, Phoenix was probably very clearly visible as the Sun. 5,448 is the precise pyramid inch height of the Great Pyramid without its capstone, a piece of architecture that fits atop the monument and is symbolic of the return of the chief cornerstone that the builders Anunnaki rejected. At Armageddon in 2106 AD, he will return. Jared fathers Enoch in 3273 BC, the seventh descendant from Adam and the Sethite line. Enoch will emerge to be the most famous of all antediluvian personages, remembered by ancient cultures around the world. At this time, the Anunnaki are raising many sons, the Nephilim as the Cainites continue to trade their daughters for Anunnaki knowledges and technology. These unions produced a race of giants, and already, 166 years after the descent of the Watchers, the Nephilim are becoming populous. I will stop it there, and we'll be back tomorrow night with more of this goodness. Hope you enjoyed it.